And I am sorry that I just have to present the way like this, because I have problem with my Illuminate sharing with that blue dots, and I never didn't able to fix that. I was able to fix last night the how to get the screenshot for my desktop, as I have problem that too. It was black screen before. Every time I have to video like this. So hopefully this will work. Anyway, I have to present network administration procedures and terminal services. This is for CIS 240. My name is Julie Gall, and my objectives is network administration to present the network administration procedures, which is included Windows Server 2003 management tools, includes Microsoft Management Console, secondary logged on, and network troubleshooting process. With about terminal services, you have to cover the installing terminal services, managing terminal services client software, and configuring terminal services user properties. What is a network administration? A network administration deals with keeping track of resources in the network and how they are assigned. It includes all the housekeeping that is necessary to keep the network under control. This is an example of a network administration image. Windows Server 2003 management tools is used for troubleshooting network issues that may arise. It also provides a number of features and utilities to assist in daily server management tasks using the Microsoft Management Console and secondary logged on feature. Now, the Windows 2003 management tools key features are Microsoft Management Console and secondary logged on. The MMC is a customizable management framework that can host a number of management tools, providing a single unified application for network administration. It is used to create a console to administer DNS and DHCP servers, and you can add the DNS and the DHCP snap-ins to an MMC interface. The secondary logged on is one of the recommended best practice for network administration's logged on account. It granted administration rights and if only used for that network management. What is a network troubleshooting processes? Network troubleshooting processes is one of a major task as network administrator. It helps to define the exact problem and quickly solve it. The processes with network troubleshooting processes are defining the problem, gather detailed information about what has changed, devise a plan to solve the problem, and implement the plan and observe the results. And the last one is to document all changes and results. What is terminal services? A terminal services is one of the components of Microsoft Windows, which is used for both server and client versions, that allows a user to access applications and data on a remote computer over network using the remote desktop protocol, or they called RDP. It also provides remote access to a server desktop through thin client software, which serves as a terminal emulator. The terminal services also transmit only the user interface of the program to the client. This is the Windows Server 2003 Active Directory example. And the next one is installing terminal services. When to install the terminal services? It is installed from the Add Remove Windows Component section of Add and Remove Programs app. applet found in control panel. To set up an application server, one Windows server on the network must also be configured as a terminal services licensing server that would necessitate installing the option. With managing terminal services, there are three primary tools, which are Terminal Services Manager, Terminal Services Configuration, and Terminal Services Licensing. What is a Terminal Services Client software? Terminal Client, also called Thin Client, is software that allows the user to remotely work to the terminal server computer via local area network or internet. Terminal Client program transfer image remote desktop from the remote server computer to the local PC. Now, with the many computer users using Terminal's client software may work on the same server computer simultaneously. Any PC with network card and terminal client software installed can be also a terminal computer. With configuring terminal services user properties, there are 4 extra tabs available when terminal server is installed. The first one is Terminal Services Profile, which is here. This tab enables the user as a terminal services client to configure a special profile used when users connect to a terminal server and to configure a home directory. The remote control. The remote control, this tab configures remote control properties for the user account. The sessions, the third one, this tab configures the maximum session time and disconnect options. This property can also be configured under the properties for the connection, and any settings configured under the user account can then be overridden. The environment, or the last one, is this tab configures a program to automatically run when the user connects to the terminal server. My source is MCSE Guidebook and Google. Question and answer. What is a feature that allows users to open certain administrative tools or issue commands using alternate credentials? The answer is secondary logged on. The activity is activity 10-8, installing terminal services, on page 393 of the book. That's all my presentations, and I'm also gonna have to send you guys the video for my activity. Thank you and have a great day.